My name is Scott, and my miracle story is myself. I wound up going to a chiropractor many, many years ago. It was probably back in the 1990s, and prior to that, I had only ever gone to chiropractors because my back hurt or my neck hurt, and I ran across a very unique chiropractor who really blessed me with becoming a chiropractor. And how that really happened was that I was laying on his table one day and complaining about my back. And Michael had said to me, "Why are you here?" and then just left the room. And I remember sitting on the table thinking, well, why am I here? You know, did he mean why am I here in his office, or why am I here as a human being? And I sat there really contemplating, you know, what it was that this question meant. And at that time in my life, I really was a high school dropout. I didn't really do anything with my life that, you know, really felt like I was living my potential. And, you know, I laid there on the table thinking, like, what does this really mean? Like, why am I here? You know, why is it that I'm on earth here? And I sat there thinking, you know, what am I supposed to be doing with my life? And with that, the chiropractor walked back in the room and said to me, "I think you're meant to be a chiropractor," which I thought was very profound, because it wasn't a dialogue. It was just him asking me why I was there and then coming back and telling me that I should be experiencing and become a chiropractor. And the miracle in it is that until that point in my life, I was very, very afraid of doing anything educational because I had dropped out at an early age because I'm learning disabled, I'm dyslexic. And so I shared that with him that, you know, I think you have the wrong person, that can't be me. I didn't graduate from school. I'm learning disabled, there's no way I could become a chiropractor. And he said to me, you know, while under chiropractic care, that everything had shifted with me, that I was now able to do it. He said this was a thing of the past, and that, you know, through the care that he was giving me, he really felt that that was my journey. And I thought about it long and hard and was very afraid. But I said, you know what, that sounds like something I wanted to do because my life was changing so much under chiropractic care. And it was a miracle. I did go to school. I worked hard. Was challenged, but I worked hard. Went through, took prerequisites to go ahead and get my college degree. Went and sought out schools, and in 2001 I became a chiropractor. And so for me, that's a miracle in my life, because I never thought, as somebody that was always labeled as being learning challenged or dyslexic, or, you know, my teachers would tell me I would never amount to something, that I have amounted to something, and that I'm now able to actually bring that blessing around the world. Another miracle that I had, which was very profound in my life, is that I've been able to really trot around the globe doing, you know, chiropractic work, and to be able to see changes in people's lives. And so my wife and I had both decided that we'd sponsored children in Sri Lanka, and that we wanted to go there and visit the children that we were sponsoring and seeing how our money was effectively being used. And so we went there and we met with the family, and we decided to set up a chiropractic mission. And so we set up tables literally in the middle on straw bale. They were bales of hay that they made into a couch for me, or a bench for me, or a table for me, to be able to adjust people. And they didn't understand. I mean, they didn't have access to any type of medical care, chiropractic care, so they didn't understand what I was about to do. And so there was a young girl who we were visiting, and she was on intravenous, Krishanthani her name was, and she was on an intravenous drip. And through the interpreters, I had asked them, you know, what's going on with her. And the interpreter said she has appendicitis, and my wife and I had been up there on a Thursday, and that they were scheduled to operate on a Monday. Now, being a chiropractor and, knowing that, appendicitis is something that it could be potentially deadly if not treated, that's how poor the care was there, is that they were literally waiting to risk 3 or 4 days to get her to travel, to make the journey, to get her into a hospital to have it done. And so I asked them if it would be okay if I could adjust her. And I had laid her down, I palpated her, I adjusted her, and my wife said to me, what do you think? And we were both very upset in that, it seemed like here was a really sick girl. And the only thing I could do to help at that point was to adjust her. And it was our last scheduled chance to go up there and be with her and be with the family, but we were so concerned that we wanted to go back up on Monday, so we scheduled another trip, and they were okay with taking us up there. And we went up Monday, and she was fine. She had just come back to life. Her surgery was canceled. She didn't have any more appendicitis or whatever was going on with her, and it's a miracle. It's a miracle that we're able to change somebody's life like that. So I feel blessed to be able to do what I do and change people's lives each day.